everyone, and today we are going to make a simple cucumber salad. And when I was struggling very early on with my taste buds, I realized cucumber was one thing that actually tasted good to me. So while I was craving comfort food, things like macaroni and cheese and roast chicken, they really didn't taste all that good to me, but cucumber salad, things with vinegar in it, tasted really good. And vinegar is one of those things that's a really good flavor booster, especially when you're struggling with your taste buds. So cucumber, actually, not that I wouldn't say I didn't like cucumber, but it wasn't one of my favorites. My husband loves a cucumber salad, but I made this one night only a few weeks after I was really struggling with my taste buds, and I was like, I can actually taste that cucumber, and it was very surprising to me. So then cucumber now has become one of my favorite things to eat, and it's one of those things that you smell through your nose, you taste with your senses, and cucumber is something that many foods we taste with our sense of smell, and cucumber is definitely one of those. So just a simple cucumber salad. It's just a cucumber, some red onion, some fresh dill, which dill has a very strong taste. And again, dill wasn't one of those things that was one of my favorite herbs, but it's become one of them because it has a very strong taste. And if you like, you can just add a little bit of sugar to that. So I'm picking fresh dill. I like to grow some herbs in a pot that I have them very handy for use. And I'm going to say thank goodness for my husband, because he's the one that really does a good job with all of these fresh herbs. So I really appreciate that. Chop this, very small pieces, which is better when you're struggling with texture and taste. It's better for smaller pieces because it's easier to swallow. I'm just going to slice this cucumber very thin. And you could also do this on a mandolin if you'd like. Okay, so now we're just going to put together our cucumber salad. And again, I love looking at all the beautiful colors, the green of the cucumber, the purple of that red onion. And this should all give really good taste. I don't think I'm going to need to use all the onion I cut up, because that's a lot of onion in there. Half of that, just to put that in. And then we're just going to pour in some olive oil and some red wine vinegar. And again, vinegar is a really good flavor booster. So I'm probably using about, I don't know, a third to a half of a cup of olive oil. And then this is probably about, I'll measure these out, about less than a quarter of a cup of red wine vinegar. And you really want that red wine taste. I'm going to get a large spoon to stir it. I'm just going to add in this fresh dill that I chopped up, and that gives it a really nice, strong taste. So it's really just those three ingredients which make it a really delicious salad. So my husband likes it with a little sugar in there. So you can just add a little bit of white sugar. It's really depending on your taste preference. Just sprinkle a little on top, and you can add more depending on your taste. And it looks really good. I'm just gonna reach my finger in there and give it a little taste. And it tastes really good. I can taste the vinegar and the dill, and that cucumber has a really nice taste. And the texture is good. It's got a crunch. I like to slice them thin, especially when you're struggling with eating with textures, because it's a little easier to swallow, but I like that crunch of it, so it gives you a different taste than just something soft and pureed. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you give it a try.